Hello everyone. So, OnePlus has released the OxygenOS 11 beta builds for the OnePlus 7 and the 70 series yesterday. I have downloaded it and I have been using it for a while. Let us have a look at the same and see how is the experience with the OnePlus OxygenOS 11 beta builds. Well, do note that this OxygenOS 11 is in beta stage, so there might be some bugs here and there. As you can see now, this is the settings menu itself, and now we are going to go into about phone. And as you can see, it is running the Oxygen OS 11. The Android version is 11 with the beta build. Without wasting any much time, let me show you the change log which has been given in the software update. So this is the update log. As you can see, the system has been updated to the OxygenOS 11. There is a new UI which you might have seen, that it has now adapted to the Samsung's One UI kind of thing. Like everything is bigger in size and everything else. Then the camera UI has been changed. Also the ambient display has been added. Like it features new themes and also the canvas mode, which allows you to set different wallpapers in the lock screen and creating a sketch of your own pic. I'll be showing those in the further video as well. There is also a dark mode which they have added in terms of automatically or manually according to your wish. The shelf is also redesigned along with a new gallery app. Even the dialer app has been changed, and also the call screen and all are changed, and I will be showing them one by one. So after seeing this, but before we get into this, I must say that this dark mode is not actually dark mode. As you can see, this portion is black, but on the other hand, these all portions are kept gray. While if you have been using OxygenOS in the past, you would have seen that when it comes to dark mode, in particularly all the whole screen was actually black, and this gray color which was seeing over here doesn't used to be there. So I generally don't like this about the same. As you can see, even this is not actually perfectly dark. In other words, it is gray. So I don't know what exactly did they mean by giving dark mode. Everything else is fine. So as you can see, this is the gallery app. It takes a bit while to load, so they have added in the collections and well. Also the animations are now a bit smoother, as you can see, but still there are accidental frame drops and everything else. Well, if you're asking me about the battery life, I would say that it is too early to tell about the battery life, but at least I've been using it for the past 24 hours, and as you can see, I have charged 9 hours ago, and I have a screen on time about 4.5 hours. So with this new update, you can get about 6 hours of SOT if you are using like I am using. While on the other hand, I used to get around 7 to 7.5 hours, or sometimes even less. So I still don't want to comment exactly on the same, because it is just my first charge cycle, and it might take a couple of charge cycles more to actually get to know how the battery life is. Other than that, as you can see, now let us check out the camera app. They've changed the camera app a bit. As you can see, the top portion here was there, and also now they have added this high efficiency video, that is HEVC format, when you want to record videos, and this technically takes a lot less amount of space when you are actually recording bigger videos. Other than that, there is a Google Lens which has been added, and kind of the camera UI is being revamped to a bit. As you can see, this is the dialer app and the contacts. This is the thing about, this is going to be the main theme of the OxygenOS. That is, as you can see, this context is widely written, and everywhere all over here you are going to find the same ideology. Even in the seconds, if you go on the top, it is there in bigger font size as well. Well, one thing which I have noticed over here is that when I updated to the to this build, the font was simply a lot. So I went on the display settings, and then this display scaling I have kept it to small when it while it was on the default, that is this one. As you can see, it was too big for my liking, and this is the default one which they are providing. So in case if you don't like this, you can switch it to small and you will have a better experience. As you can see, this is due to the beta build. So if you are someone who is thinking that I want to use this build on day-to-day usage, then yes, you can definitely use. In my last 24 hours, I have not found any major issues or anything like that, but there are some minor issues here. As you might have seen that the home screen took a long time to load or anything like that. Even when I drop the status bar, since it's a beta build, these things will take time to fix, and everything will be fixed soon. So if you are someone who is keen to try out the OxygenOS 11 and don't mind having such minor issues, then yes, surely you can try out this build. I was on the open beta 19 build for the OnePlus 7 Pro. Without losing any data, I was able to do this. So also I have noticed some minor transition drops here and there when you are scrolling over any app page or anything like that. As you can see, sometimes it takes time to load the icons also. So these are all the minor issues which are there, and they might be get fixed soon through the software update as well. But it is in the beta stage right now, and so we have to wait for the same. Also in the settings, there is an option where you can force dark mode for a lot of apps. As you can see, you can manage app in dark mode, and you can say that which apps are not unsupported. You can make them support dark mode by forcefully having them to run in dark mode. So yeah, it also depends on the app. And as you can see, this is the newly designed shelf from the OxygenOS. As usual, the philosophy has been changed. Everything is now bigger in size, especially the font and all. As you can see, the top one which I have kept. In the customization, this is the canvas option where you can keep your any photo of yours and do the same. While on the other hand, this is the ambient display which I have been using. This ambient display was first found on the OnePlus 7 Pro, where they particularly designed the same. Also in the battery settings, there is also an option for a charging station. So whenever you are across a charging station, whether you are in the airport or in a public place where there is a charging station from OnePlus, it will notify you about the same, and you can go on the charging station and charge your phone. So this is a neat unique feature which can be used if you travel a lot. The sad part about this update is that still OnePlus has not provided any always on display options. The ambient display has gotten a lot of customization, but still now there is no always on display, and a lot of OnePlus users have been waiting for it since years and years and years, and I don't know how long it is going to take for OnePlus to provide an ambient, to move from ambient display and come into always on display. OnePlus users have been waiting for like eternity for the always on display. So if you want to ask me that is there something broken which is a very major issue or anything like that, I must say no. Like the update is simply not like perfect or anything like that, but there are minor issues here and there. There are some lags in the transition. Even when you're sometimes opening the home screen, it takes time to load, or even when you're opening the app drawer, the icons take a bit time to load, and just they have the background color which has been shown. You might have also noticed in the video as well. So yeah, as long as you're fine with such minor problems here and there, you are fine to use this build if you want to. And also if you are using this build, and if you were using the stable version of OxygenOS before, you can directly download the zip from the OnePlus website and flash it without losing any data. But however, in case you change your mind and want to go back to the stable version or the stable OxygenOS 11 whenever it comes, at that time you will need to erase your data as well. Well, there is a mantra that OnePlus has always followed. If you are using the stable build and want to go to the open beta build, then there is no data loss. However, if you want to do the reverse, that is from open beta build you want to go back to the stable one, then you will have to you will lose all of your data. So when you are doing this, do keep in mind about the same. Once you are in beta, you can only take updates from the beta build only, and in case you want to go back, you will have to do a factory reset as well. So please make sure you are backing up your data before you proceed with anything. So that was pretty much it for the video about the OxygenOS 11 beta update on the OnePlus 7 Pro. I will also make a complete review on the OxygenOS 11 once things properly fixed and the update becomes more stable. But for right now, this is how the update is there on the OnePlus 7 Pro for the OxygenOS 11 beta update. Thanks for watching.